Imagine breaking a world record. The time, the effort, and the sheer determination it takes to push yourself past the limits of what's considered possible. For most of us, just attempting one record would be a lifelong achievement. But now, imagine doing that over 600 times. There's a man who has done just that. His name is Ashrita Furman, and he holds the Guinness World Record for breaking more records than anyone else in history, a staggering number that keeps climbing as he continues his incredible journey. At the age of 62, Furman has accomplished more than most people could ever dream of, setting records in some of the most diverse and unimaginable categories. Today, we'll explore who Ashrita Furman is, how he started, why he does it, and some of the strangest, most impressive feats that have earned him his place in history. Who is Ashrita Furman? Let's start by getting to know this incredible man a little better. Born Keith Furman in Brooklyn, New York in 1954, Ashrita didn't grow up as an athlete. In fact, as a child and teenager, he was anything but physically active. He describes himself as a bookish kid, and sports were never really his thing. Like so many of us, he thought athletic feats were for other people. So, what changed? In his early 20s, Furman became a student of Sri Chinmoy, a spiritual leader who taught the principles of self-transcendence, the belief that you can go beyond your perceived limitations through focus, determination, and meditation. This philosophy would become central to Ashrita's life. Through Chinmoy's teachings, Ashrita discovered the idea that the mind could push the body to do things that seemed impossible. His journey into the world of record-breaking wasn't motivated by competition with others, but by the idea of competing with himself and seeing how far he could go. The first record, 27,000 jumping jacks. Ashrita's first taste of world record glory came in 1979 when he completed an astounding 27,000 jumping jacks in just under 7 hours. To put that into perspective, most people would struggle to complete a few hundred jumping jacks in one go, let alone thousands. But for Ashrita, this wasn't just a physical challenge, it was a mental one. It required focus, patience, and determination to endure the repetitive motion for hours on end without giving up. This achievement sparked a realization in Ashrita. If he could break this record, what else could he do? And so, his quest to break as many world records as possible began, and it hasn't slowed down since. Over 600 records, the most varied record breaker. What sets Ashrita apart from other record breakers isn't just the number of records he's set, but the incredible variety. While many record holders focus on one type of achievement, such as running or weightlifting, Ashrita has set records across a dizzying array of disciplines. From feats of endurance and balance to quirky and often strange tasks, Ashrita seems to have done it all. Let's look at some of his most remarkable records. Fastest mile hula hooping. Ashrita set a record for completing a mile while continuously hula hooping in just 7 minutes and 13 seconds. It requires not only stamina to run a mile, but also incredible coordination to keep that hula hoop spinning the entire time. Pogo stick marathon. In 2009, Ashrita set the record for the longest distance traveled on a pogo stick, covering 23 miles. That's right, 23 miles, bouncing up and down the entire way. Just imagine the sheer physical and mental endurance it takes to stay focused for that long while hopping on a pogo stick. Underwater rope jumps. In another endurance feat, Ashrita set the record for the most underwater rope jumps in an hour, a staggering 1,500 jumps. Rope jumping is challenging enough on dry land, but doing it underwater adds a whole new level of difficulty. Lawnmower balancing. Ashrita also holds the record for balancing a running lawnmower on his chin for 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Balancing objects is a recurring theme in Ashrita's career, and while lawnmowers might not seem like the safest thing to balance, it certainly adds to the thrill. The strangest records. Some of the records Ashrita has set fall squarely into the bizarre category. These are the ones that make you pause and ask, wait, that's a record? Slicing oranges while juggling knives. In one of his more dangerous records, Ashrita set the mark for the most oranges sliced while juggling knives. It's a perfect example of how Furman takes ordinary tasks, like slicing fruit, and combines them with his mastery of unconventional skills, such as juggling. Pushing an orange with his nose for a mile. Yes, you heard that right. Ashrita pushed an orange across the ground for an entire mile using only his nose. The record took him over 22 minutes of crawling on the ground, a true test of both determination and, well, patience. Most fire torches extinguished with the tongue. Another daring feat is Ashrita's record for the most fire torches extinguished by the tongue in 1 minute. While it sounds painful, and likely is, this challenge shows just how far Ashrita is willing to push himself to break records, even if it involves a bit of fire. A global record breaker, over 40 countries. Another impressive aspect of Ashrita's record-breaking journey is his global reach. Over the years, he has traveled to more than 40 countries, setting records in front of some of the most famous landmarks and historical sites in the world. He pogo-sticked up the CN Tower in Canada, one of the tallest freestanding structures in the world. In Japan, he climbed Mount Fuji on stilts, combining a love for extreme challenges with his appreciation for the countries he visits. Near the pyramids of Egypt, he raced with a sack on his back, an homage to the ancient civilization's love of competitions. These records are more than just feats of physical endurance. They are Ashrita's way of combining his passion for record-breaking with his love for exploration and cultural exchange. For Ashrita, the world is both his stage and his playground, and every new country offers a fresh opportunity to push his limits. Why does he do it? With over 600 records to his name, you might wonder, why does Ashrita Furman continue to break records? What keeps him motivated after achieving so much? For Ashrita, it all comes back to the philosophy of self-transcendence, the idea that the greatest competition you have is with yourself. He's not out there trying to beat other people, he's trying to beat his own previous limits. This drive to continuously improve comes from his belief in the power of meditation and mental focus. Ashrita has often spoken about how meditation is central to his record-breaking success. Before every attempt, he meditates to calm his mind and focus his energy. It's not just about physical preparation for him, it's about mental clarity. He believes that the mind can push the body far beyond its normal limits if you're able to concentrate deeply enough. Lessons from Ashrita Furman's journey. At 62 years old, Ashrita continues to set new records and break his own previous ones. His story is not just about numbers or physical feats, it's a testament to the incredible potential of the human spirit. What can we learn from Ashrita Furman's journey? First, it's clear that age is just a number. Ashrita proves that you don't have to be young to achieve incredible things. In fact, he's only gotten better with age, and he's shown no signs of slowing down. Second, it's not about being the best in the world. It's about being the best version of yourself. Ashrita's philosophy of self-transcendence reminds us that we can all push past our own limits, whether those limits are physical, mental, or emotional.